everyone, it's Mara Allard of Wind, Water, and Wisdom. And I follow a couple of people. One of them is Aluna, and you can find her on Instagram. And one of them is Hair of the Moon Astrology. And two of them have mentioned in this month of November something to do that I wanted to recommend to you as well. And they're two different things, but along the similar theme. So one of them is, I'm not an astrologer, but Pluto, the sign of transformation, has been in the sign of Capricorn since 2008 to 2024, and it's moving out this Friday. And there's been a lot that's happened from 2008 to 2024. And if you remember back to 2008, that's when Pluto moved into Capricorn, we had the financial crash. There's been a lot going on since then, and we're moving out of that sign. We're moving into Aquarius, which is more about community and collaboration, but we're starting at the 0 degree. So we're going to go to 2000, I think it's 43, not positive there. Long way to go. But what I want to say is that she was saying, this is Lorna at Hair in the Moon Astrology, is that you want to look back over the time from 2008 to 2024 and look at the times, like the mini deaths, the things that just didn't go right, the things that you might have missed, the road went two ways and you kind of may have went the wrong way. Places where there was some loss, wounding, and you want to write those down, and then you want to leave them in the past. You want to leave all of that behind you before Friday, when we move into the age of Aquarius, where we start fresh. So a little life review from 2008 to 2024, where you've had the woundings, and just bring them to light. Maybe you just go year by year or season by season. And, I could have taken that job, but I stayed in the safe place, something like that. I could have moved into that new community, but I chose to stay here, and perhaps that wasn't wise. We're not talking, they could be big events, but we're really talking about the courses in your life where you may have veered the wrong way or had some regrets, the mini deaths we call them. And if you had big deaths, you want to write those down as well. And a lot of people had that. Say the financial crash of 2008 left you ruined. That's a big death. I know that I bought a house in 2005. I couldn't sell it to 2014 because I was underwater financially on that purchase. Things like that, things that you've noticed, the things you didn't take, the risks you didn't take, and just cleanse yourself of that and really take the time, set the tone, light a candle, put an hour of quiet, really look them over, and then say goodbye to them. Thank you for all those lessons. Thank you for those trials and tribulations. I'm ready to move on. The other thing, which Aluna said, and I was listening to her on YouTube today, it's Euluna if you want to follow her. And she was saying is that the energies now, we're all about energy, are moving quicker than ever before. I'm sure you can feel that. Mm-hmm. And that, so actually the energy for 2025 is already here. And she even says on her thing that next year by June, the energy for 2026 will be showing up. So we're moving faster. So now is a great time in the month of November to take a year review. Right now, put it down on paper of what went right, what went wrong, whatever you want to say. How did the year go? So that when the end of the year comes, which is always busy, you're ready to just go into it. It's all been written down. You've looked at it, and you've taken a life review, or a year review in this instance. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm a huge fan of when we look at things concretely and we energetically absorb that in. This is how the year went. What if you set up 24 goals and none of them happened? You might be sad. Feel that. Feel the emotion and then let it go. Every day is new. Every day is changing. The energies are shifting daily. So start and do month by month. What happened in January? What happened in February? What happened in March? The good, the bad, everything you want to put down. How the year flowed. It's not about the accomplishments. It could be. But often it's in the little subtleties of energy that we get the aha moments. Like, oh, I made that decision and it changed everything. I think that's when both of my growth has happened. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like I made that decision and everything changed. Just I could say I moved to a new area and everything changed. I met new people. I had new experiences. Did you start a new job? Did you meet a new friend? Did you get a pet? Do you have a grandchild? Do you have a child? What has changed this year? Even if it's nothing, you can write nothing has changed, but something has usually changed. It's hard to see growth unless we really look at it. I find my most growth when I write it down. I forget things unless I focus on it. So either you can do both exercises, which would be really great, or you can do 2008 to 2024, and you could do it year by year, or you could, and that's for the Pluto, that's for what's leaving, and you'll never see that again. You're never living through that again. You'll never see Pluto and Capricorn in your lifetime. So you're going to be in Pluto and Aquarius for, I believe, 2043, which is a whole new energy. Things will feel different. Pluto is in Aquarius in the 60s. So think of what happened in the 60s. Think of the hippies, Vietnam, things like that. So, it's going to feel different. We're going into another time. So go through that review if you have time. And actually, even Luna talks about lighting a candle changes our brain. I thought that was really interesting. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to light a candle. I'm going to spend an hour and write that all down. And I'm going to do 2024 as well. Because if energy is moving this fast, and I know we can feel it. I feel it. I feel like time is really fast. I feel that events keep happening. I can't even keep up. And I don't really watch the news, but I get snippets of it. And I'm always feeling it. I'm feeling like, oh my goodness, so much is happening. If you think back to when you hear it. I remember when my mother used to say things like, oh, I can't believe this is gone. I mean, technology is fast advancing and it's not slowing down. We're not going backwards. We're only going forwards. We have to accept where we are and embrace the current moment. We only have the current moment. We only have the present. So let's clear the slates, wrap things up in November, and move forward. Have a great day.